Hello, welcome back to the channel, and this is a channel where we give you reviews, maybe a few playthroughs, don't do unboxings, but we generally like to talk a load of bollocks about tabletop gaming in general. And in this video we're going to be talking about a push your luck dice chucking game. We're going to be talking about spots, and in this game you will be choosing a trick to play. You'll be rolling a few dice, hoping that you can fill up your dog cards with dice that will hopefully allow you to win the game. So in this video I'm going to be giving you a very brief overview of the rules, be telling you what we do like, what we don't like, then we'll come back and we'll tell you whether or not spots is worth your time and bother today and in the future. So remember, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to this channel, hit the like button and all that YouTube bullshit. We'll see you after this. Bollocks. So, spots. How'd you play this game? So Spots is a dice chucking push your luck game that sort of reminds us of another dice chucking game called Roll For It. Yeah? Each player is going to get a backyard tile. You're going to get one treat. Treats let you re-roll all of the dice that you have thrown, right? And you're going to get two dog cards, and you'll see that on the dog cards there are a number of pips that relate to sides of dice. Yeah? You'll chuck 6 trick tiles out onto the centre of the table, one of which has to be the roll over tile, and on your turn you will choose one of the tricks and you will do what it says on the card. It might be the case that you have to take one treat for each face down trick tile other than the one you've chosen, or you might take the trot card, which says you may move one die from your dog cards to any other space, changing the number if needed, and then you can roll 2 dice. Or you might take the walk tile, it says roll 2 dice, then you can roll 1 die. So each of these is related to a different category. You've got yellow tiles, you've got blue tiles, you've got purple tiles, and you've got red tiles, but don't ask me what the fuck that means because I'm fucking stupid. So you'll roll the dice. You can then place any dice that you rolled on the corresponding spots on your dog dice, any others that you can't place, or if you're just a complete fucking you will have to place the ones that you don't want to place on your backyard. If you have more than 7 pips on the dice in your backyard, you'll bust. This means that you'll discard all the dice on your backyard and all of the dice on your dog cards. Yeah. If you manage to fill up 1 dog card, you will have to wait until the end of your turn before you could score it. But if you do all the dog cards that are in front of you, then you don't have to wait. You can do it immediately, right? So once there's 1 trick left, you'll put a treat on it to make it a little bit more enticing, and you'll flip all the other tiles back over, and then you will go again. You'll keep choosing tricks, keep rolling dice, keep placing them, keep trying not to bust, and the first player to reach 6 completed dogs will be the winner of spots. So what do we like about spots? So the first thing that we like about this game is that it changes every time you play it, right? That's because there is a wealth of different types of tricks in this box. There are, hang on a minute, by my count there are 21 different tricks in this game, so that means that there are approximately 7,000 billion, zillion, trillion, gazillion different combinations in this box alone, right? And it's pretty obvious that since this game is a little bit popular, there may be an expansion on the way that adds more shit, right? I'm pretty sure that's going to happen. So yeah, the variety of different tricks in the box means that you are going to be playing this for quite a long time. That is if you enjoy it, because if you think it's shit, you're probably just going to like burn it or give it to somebody that you hate. So the second thing that we like about this game is that the dog cards are all given names, and some of them are actually quite funny. There is actually one dog in there called Bert, and you'll see that you need a 1 to complete it, and maybe it's just me, but it looks like that 1 is actually the dog's bumhole, yeah? So it makes my kids laugh when they get Bert, they say Bert's bumhole. I know it's childish humour, but then they are children, right? So it's even a fucking cow in there. I had to double check that one, but yeah, there is actually a fucking cow in a game about dogs. Don't ask me why, but it is actually a little bit funny. I did laugh. It may look like I am incapable of laughing, but I did allow myself a little bit of a chuckle when I saw the cow in the dog deck, right? Not dog dick. Yeah, you misheard me, you know what I mean? So the final thing that we really like about this is the fact that they've chucked treats in to try, and I mean try, to mitigate the random nature of the die roll, yeah? And there are treat cards that allow you to take quite a number of treats based on other factors, like maybe how many trick tiles have been taken, the highest number of your unfulfilled die on your dog deck. So yeah, I suppose the treats do give you a fighting chance if you've got enough of them. You've got 1, then you're probably going to fall foul of this game's unbalanced nature. But the fact that the trick tiles that give you treats are in here means there may be a way out of the luck-based labyrinth, you know what I mean? So what don't we like about spots? So the first thing that we don't really like about this game is that the limit of 7 spots in your backyard is kind of fucking brutal, yeah. On numerous occasions when playing this game, you might roll some dice, you might get a 60 you can't use, and then you're pretty much screwed, yeah. You're going to bust at some point, yeah. There's not really any way around it, and all the fucking dog treats in the world are not going to save your fucking bacon, yeah. If maybe it was 7 dice on your yard, we did try this as a little house rule, fucking hate house rules, but it seemed to work a little bit better. You had more leeway in trying to complete your dogs, yeah, with 7 pips. It seemed like you were sort of busting all the time unless you were incredibly lucky, yeah. So yeah, the 7 pip limit is probably a little bit too unfair and limits the sort of fun factor of this very light and stupid game. So the second thing that we didn't like about it is the bland colours on both the dog cards and the reverse side of the trick tiles, yeah. First side of the trick tiles are a sort of storm grey, yeah. It looks like a lamppost that 10,000 dogs are pissed up over the course of 50 years, right? And the dog cards themselves, while they are fulfilled, they're grey as well. And even when you turn them over, they're this bland blue, black and white, quite ugly cards, right? So yeah, this game isn't really stunning in an aesthetic sense, yeah. It's actually quite vile to look at, you know. So the final thing that we didn't like about Spots is that it can drag on beyond the point of actually giving a shit about what you're actually doing, yeah. I think 6 dog cards is probably a little bit too many. We usually play 4 cards because it just goes on and on and on, usually because you can't stop busting when you put more than 7 pips on your backyard, right? So yeah, there's a few nonsensical mechanics in this game that if it was tweaked just even slightly, it would make the game more playable, yeah. So to summarise, is Spots worth your time and bother today and in the future? So we're going to say yeah, all right, okay. Spots is a decent dice chucking push your luck game, let down by its brutal 7 spot bust mechanic. Had it been 7 dice, you could have taken more risks and as a result had more fun with this. As it stands, each roll is simply a 50-50 chance of being wiped out. The variety of tricks is a massive plus, as is the kind of weird humour on the dog cards. But ultimately, you've got to decide if such a simple push your luck game is worth playing if it goes on for beyond 45 minutes, and usually this one does. So there you go, that is Spots. Remember, if you are new here, please consider subscribing to this channel, hit the like button and all that YouTube bullshit. See you next time.